Tervehdys kaikille. Jatketaanpas piirtelyjä Tiinan kanssa ja niin edespäin. Hello and welcome, Tina.
Hello. Good day, everyone. Good day. Okay, let's do a quick review before I launch into our next drawing. And so, tree notes that yesterday we worked with structuring your tree with cylinders, understanding what we're doing technically in the drawing is we're creating cylinders. Okay, and then we dealt with contour and then having just the outline of something and then creating some more depth by using our little tiny letter Y and demonstrating overlapping, that this is coming towards us. And then if we put the line down here, okay, if I put the line here, we know that this is on the other side of the tree trunk. Now, this looks really simple and really easy. If you don't, when I was a kid, I could not grasp the concept of how trees worked because we didn't have many trees like this in Hawaii. I'm not kidding. We have a lot of palm trees. Very easy to do. One stick, fuzzy top. But the concept of drawing an oak tree, we don't have oak trees in Hawaii. So we learn from our environment what's around us. And little by little, I was able to appreciate how to draw more of a three-dimensional illusion of the trees. So now we're talking about line density and texture, and you want to move your lines quickly or slowly to get different effects, okay? You can draw with a color crayon, with pencil, with pen and ink. You can use a paintbrush. You can use watercolor. You can use acrylic, okay? And experiment with all those because you're going to get different effects. Okay, when we're drawing, we usually start with the top down. So, and why? So you can find the placement of your tree in the drawing. So this is not a really good example of our spring trees, which are happening. I'll be taking photographs today so we can reference trees later. But if let's say I want to draw this. There. What I have to do with the tree in the background is define the shape and where the tree ends. This is where it starts. This is where it ends. But what I'm going to do is mark where the tree is on top and then figure out, this is about halfway, and work from the top down. We're going to be working on this. I think it started as a shrub, but it's a tree now, this plant. And let's take a close look at it. I have to figure out how it's going to fit on my page because we're doing drawing, okay? Not photography. Photography, you have a little more latitude because you can crop. With a drawing, you can't really crop it except with a mat, with the paper frame. So I had to figure out, again, it's about 50%. This sort of breaks our 1/3 rule of composition. So you can play around with that, but you can see that it really is about 50%. Okay, now again, let's look at our basic shapes. The crown of the tree, okay, the top of the tree filled with these leaves. Obviously, it doesn't die off in winter. It's quite hardy. This was just a month ago that I took these photos. And let's look at our basic shapes. So we have, again, that it's like a ball. It's like a sphere. So it's sort of a hemisphere. And then we're going to look at, let's see, let me make sure where the tree ends. This is a botanical garden. They got a lot of trees. This one is in the back. This is not part of this. This is separate. Okay. So there's a lot of shading and
There's
shadow. But
there's a different tree looking.
exactly. So when you're taking photo reference, you might want to take two shots, one overexposed and one at a regular exposure. Then it's very clear as to what tree belongs where and what branches belong where. So now, triangle. We have our triangle shape, yes? Our V shape. Negative space. Beautiful. I like this tree because of the negative space. Very interesting. Not just the branches, but the spaces in between. Okay. And then we have some nice shadows. So I thought, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So I have drawn this out. I think it's very pale. Let me bring this up, but you can see it. Okay. So now I can go in. I have to make my decision, my next decision. Do I want to do this in watercolor? Do I want to do this in pencil? Do I want to do this in pen and ink? And we had so much fun with pen and ink. I thought, yeah. Let's do the pen and ink. So I like to start off. Everybody starts off differently. Okay. You make your decisions. This is why art is so much fun. This is why we do art. Because unless you're in a tight classroom situation, you pretty much, this is the only time you will really have free will, right? When I'm working with my adult students, I have to remind them, you're a magician or you're a god or a goddess, and this is your magic wand. So I am going to start at the top and work my way down. The reason I'm doing this is if I start from here, if I change anything down here, this is going to radically change the outcome at the crown. Try it and see what happens. You might end up making this too big in proportion to this. But if you start here, you're limiting the size, and then it's really easy to make a decision down here. So I'm going to be using my scripting lines. Remember our scripting lines? I'm going to do a big demo of this. The Howard Pyle drawing yesterday demonstrated how he actually did something like this and then filled all of this in. Now he used a dip pen and a brush. We have these marvelous new pens. When I was this is how old I am. When I was a tech illustrator, these didn't exist. And then we thought, wait a minute, how can you trust these new felt markers? Because it didn't make sense. We were drawing with steel tips. And then we went, oh. Then CAD came out, computer assisted drafting. And the industry changed forever. So this is one technique. Now, a scripting line is a connected line. So script means it's all connected, okay? So I call them bouncing lines. You can have a lot of bouncing lines. We use this in our jungle drawing. This covers a lot of territory really quickly, right? Okay. And then you can have, which is probably more of what I'm going to use on this tree because it has very small leaves. And then to create more depth, I'm just going to come in with my hatching lines. If you want a calm drawing, you're going to use your vertical lines for shading. If you want a more active situation, you can come in with your diagonals. This is also going to direct the eye and help you define that your light source is coming from here. To me, this is funny. I used to use this as my symbol for light source, a light bulb. Children don't know what this is now.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard. I'm going, they said, Tina, what is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh. They're used to LEDs. They they don't know what a light bulb is. Okay, so you see how that's going to direct the eye. If I go in the other direction, my brain is going to assume that the light is coming from up here, right? Like, our brain is really smart and it's also really dumb. So we can figure things out, but we can also be fooled very easily.
We can be wise, and we don't even know it.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know about wise. I would say we can be smart. I don't know about wise. Okay, so here we have all the things that we learned yesterday, and now these are some simple tools that will help you. Now you can create for yourself, just on a nice little strip of heavy paper so it lasts, you can create your own library of drawing strokes. So this is a very rounded one. And you can make jungle vines like this. Now, why bother doing this? It's just a little like a glossary. It's like, oh, I remember that. Okay. Now, because you'll do something really cool and you go, how did I do that? I've told myself that many times. Wait a minute, you did that once. How'd you do that? And if we do a little chart with things that we've drawn, and you go, oh yeah, I remember now.
Little book for self for the older days. This is what you can do. Remember.
I think that's an excellent point. Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, palm trees. Da, 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 da. Now these are kind of fun because you can make short ones that are coming at you. Longer ones that are coming at you. Okay. Different techniques. There are lots of different palm trees, even coconut trees. There are lots of different coconut trees. People just think they're all the same. No. We have short ones. We have really tall ones. They give you different kinds of coconuts. This is also useful for a feather, for your pen strokes, okay? And then the base of the tree, you have different ways. You can create those lines. Notice it's narrower up here and wider down here. There are growth rings, and they're a little irregular. The fun with pen and ink is we can get very casual. Alpo, your drawing yesterday was just, I loved it. I just really, because our pen strokes are very different from one another.
Yeah.
That's why I love museums.
And when we are drawing trees, I think it's really fun and exciting to have an adventure when you draw a tree with one way, like a palm tree, and the next time you draw it differently, and the next time you draw it differently, and then you can add those different styles. I think it's fun.
It is.
It's like an adventure.
I mean, this is the point. It's like, if drawing makes you sad, don't do it. But I think drawing is, it's a time to laugh with yourself. It's a time to play. It's even an expression of sorrow. When I was a teenager, a cat had gotten a dove, and I managed to hold a bird while it was alive, and then I brought it home, and my mom went, "You know it's gonna die." I said, "Yeah," but I couldn't leave it on the sidewalk. I just couldn't. So I brought this dove home. It was a full-grown dove, and it died in my hand. It just, like, it took its last breath. It was big, and then it just exhaled. It shuddered, and it was gone. And I was so sad. I was crying. I mean, you know, teenage girl. And I drew that. I had it in my hand, and I did a life-size pen and ink drawing with it. And for me, it was a release of sorrow. It was acknowledging, and it was doing a little tiny memorial to this bird leaving this earth plane. Yeah. And so, you know, I'm not saying we have to be happy all the time when we draw. For me, that was a wonderful, quite healthy release of, oh my gosh, something died in my hand. So anyway, on to something happier. Here we go. So let me bring this back up again. Yes, I can draw every single leaf here. Okay, come on, focus. Come on, darling, focus. Doot. Focus. There. And I mean, I can do this, but why? That's what you have to ask yourself. So I can do that Howard Pyle technique here of just keeping a few leaves light and darkening the rest. But for now, I'm simply going to do an outline and maybe a little bit of contouring. But right now, I just want to get the form in. So it creates a boundary that I can work with. This is beautiful right here. And there we go. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I made it a little too large here. For this scripting line, I'm going to recommend that you go a little slowly to capture the form. I'm gonna
just do a similar tree with a dipping pen.
Yes, I'm excited. I saw that. I saw your quill, and I'm watching you. Now you're not gonna the result Alpo is getting. You are not gonna get that very easily with a tech pen, because if I push down to get that beautiful variety that he's getting, I'll wreck my pen. Have you done a little mini lecture on how those pens work? How your dip pens work?
No.
Oh, it's so interesting because there's a split in the pen that holds the ink. It draws the ink down, and it's built in with the reservoir. And you can use that pen in so many ways. And if you push, it spreads the split so he can get a nice wide, there we go, there it is. He can get a nice wide black line and then twist and lift. I love dip pens. Just too messy for me right now.
Yeah, I started my drawing with dip pen. I didn't start at pencil or ink pens. I started drawing with ink with a dip pen.
Wow.
Because my madness came forward and said, you have had 35 years trained your drawing, and if you're now starting, you go straight to dipping pen. Practice time is over. You decided to drink.
Well, my exposure to dip pens was in the old days. That's how everybody did their writing. Okay, I'm not that old. So my exposure to dip pens, because my mother had that available, and I was old enough to not dump ink all over the house. But the time I really learned how to draw with it was in high school. So we had our bottles of India ink, and we did contour. Oh, it's so beautiful, a texture. Look how much more texture Alpo is getting than I can possibly get with this. It's immediately going to have more character. Another reason I didn't use dip pens, I had cats. Cats are famous for walking over your artwork, knocking your ink over. No.
I gave one of my friend when I started a dip pen because he wanted to draw something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was destroying the dip pen, and I was like, no, don't use it like that. You're gonna destroy the pen. He goes again. No, don't do it. You be gentle. And he goes again. Give me the pen. I'm gonna find you some other pen.
A Sharpie marker.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a responsibility we owe our tools, our instruments.
But it was fun to see that people have different mindsets. Even I told multiple times, be gentle. Don't go through the paper. You don't need to. Be gentle with the pen. You're gonna destroy it otherwise. And no, he couldn't listen. And that's fine. Oh, okay. Where's the regular cheap pen I can give him?
Yeah, now of course we can use a cheap ballpoint pen, which I may just go ahead and do a little demo on. I'm trying to think. Oh, let me see. Just keep watching Alpo. Watch him for a while I try to find an example of what I'm going to talk about. Let's see. Okay. I'm still looking. I'm not leaving anybody. Oh, I was looking for this. Finally, I found it. I did this when I was in Spain. And this is pencil. This is all pencil work.
Oh.
There's a beautiful little park, and you can see how small it is.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you. Uh, so I started it while I was sitting in the park, and then I took photographs. Okay. And I used a mechanical pencil rather than when I'm doing something this elaborate, I really don't like stopping to sharpen my pencils. And it's small. You can see it's small. It's A4. Um, so I'm going backward here. I really liked this detail of this. So I laid in with my mechanical pencil, and then later on, you can see the different thicknesses of pencil I'm using. So we know it's not my mechanical pencil anymore, it's my regular pencils. But when I'm laying something in, especially when I'm traveling, your pencils break, your leads chip, all kinds of hassles, just click click and I'm done. Click click and I can keep moving on. So yes, and this is the photo reference I took um, after I think after I started drawing because I just felt like
It's amazing that the drawing looks really interesting and good, but the photo is like, well,
yeah,
yeah,
thank you. A little bit blah, yeah.
yeah,
And I really loved the way the building was peeking through the trees. So the hardest part for me was laying in where these very complex palms were.
yeah,
And then mm, you cannot expect your traveling companion or companions to wait 3 hours for you while you're sitting drawing. So I laid in the most important things and then moved on. So, but yeah, I really loved this foreground, middle ground, into the background.
yeah.
And there were so many different kinds of trees. But
Those
yeah,
those old lamps are my favorites to draw in ink drawing. I I
good.
I love them. They give such a nostalgic feeling.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So this is some of my watercolor work, which we can do. Um, Alpo has to set the pace, everybody, audience. So he has a much busier and more involved life than I have right now. So if he wants to, we can get into watercolor. It's really up to you, Alpo, uh, in the future. So, but I'm looking for ballpoint pen work. I digress again. I want to share this with you. Uh, this is a 3 inch. What's 3 inches? 3 inches is how many in centimeters? Let's see, 1, 2, 3 inches. Seven. This is about 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters, and I had so much fun drawing this. My sister thought my this is I did this in Ukraine, and my sister thought, "Oh my God, somebody's building was destroyed." And I had to explain to her, "No, no, 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 no. This was an abandoned building in Kyiv. This had nothing to do with the war." And the funny part is this little sign that was there said, we laughed about it. It said, "Keep the driveway clear." And it was just filled with rubble. You couldn't even walk. Uh, um, but what I'm saying is, you can have a lot of fun in a small space.
Yeah,
7 by 7, yeah. Okay,
and
I'm
you
looking
can you
for
can have a lot of fun drawing just the plain ordinary things.
yes.
It doesn't have to be something special or amazing. Just a messy house can be
Oh
really
yeah.
really beautiful drawing.
Oh, I know I have some ballpoint pen drawings in here. Oh, where are you? Oh, and you can, this is, I don't usually draw kind of spooky things, but this is a watercolor, and I wanted her very ethereal. So a lot of layers of washes, and I really love the way this turned out. I have my spooky side. I just working with children so much, I've always kind of kept things on the lighter side. But watercolor is so much fun. And you can see I had to use watercolor paper. You cannot do this on copy paper, okay? It will just disintegrate. So anybody out there who wants to do watercolor, spend the money, get the paper. Get the right paper. Oh my gosh, I know I have. Here we go. This is ballpoint pen.
Oh.
This is a cheap set of color ink pens, and the background you can see all the cross hatching. So again, the point is, do not limit yourself. You don't limit your imagination. You don't have to have $200 pen set. Obviously a Halloween theme. Ballpoint pen. This is Hermione from Harry Potter with the sorting hat, and I love. I read the books. I love the books. Okay, color crayon. I'm not exaggerating. This is Crayola crayons, so they're right there in the picture. This is what. I don't know what brand you have in Finland. I don't think you have Crayolas. Crayolas are an American company, over 100 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used
wax crayons.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I might have some set somewhere, but I haven't used those.
They can be very freeing. This is wax crayon, and just yeah, you can. It's actually this. It's this purple. This came out all right on camera. On this camera, this is pretty much what it looks like. Yellow, but this is purple, and you can see all the strokes. Again, crayon. That's why I put this in here, because looking back, I'm going, what did I use? that's evidence. This is using. See what I'm talking about? I think I used tempera paint, cheap tempera paint. This is a paper bag. So you get all of these shopping bags, and you end up with quite a few. And you can turn those into gift bags. So let me see if there's a picture. Oh, and on the other side, I did a sunset. So this is with tempera paint, what we call poster paint. Cheap paint that we use with little kids. And there's a tree. Okay, tree with a brush, very easy. Do the main trunk, and then just get an old terrible brush and go and pounce it and create that. This is kind of fun. I haven't looked at these for a long time. Here, this is proof. It was on I did use acrylics. I used cheap acrylics. There. See, that's again why these were like $1.25 each. Very, very cheap, and affordable and long lasting, and painted on a paper bag. This is pencil. Oh, I'm very excited. Very excited. I bought some A1 paper yesterday. A huge sheet of paper. So I'm preparing to do my botanicals, a big botanical. I have a watercolor that I need to finish. So I told myself you cannot touch the A1 paper until you finish the watercolor. It's like, okay.
I already messed up.
Sure. No.
When I didn't realize there's a wet spot, and I
No.
did this.
You didn't mess it up. You didn't mess it up because that can just be a shadow
Yeah. But
underneath.
that's the beautiful part when using dipping pen.
Yeah.
I
Happy accidents.
Yeah. And you can play with it like have a little messy parts of in the drawing if that's what you like.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like it looks quite intentional actually. I do want to share just a photograph from Hawaii, okay? Because I had never seen this before. I was house sitting. I was taking care of someone's house, and it was very high up on a mountain. And really, this is the first and last time in my life I saw a rainbow right there. It's massive. It was huge and very far away from me, but it actually turned out to be a square. So the arc of the rainbow would have been miles high because this was about, I'm guessing, 4 kilometers from where I was, maybe further. I mean, in a straight line. Yeah. And again, now we can see how palm trees work and the shadow. So what your little mistake there with the blob actually looks to me like a dark shadow created. So
Yeah.
isn't that amazing? I just went, wow. My mouth just dropped open. More clouds and palm trees, and it's the rainbow um, is just disappearing. The sun was moving so quickly. Okay. More cheap Bic or a ballpoint pen. Okay. This is all ballpoint pen. You do not need expensive equipment, folks. You can oh, vampire teeth. Ooh. This is a real Hawaiian sunset. I took this picture. It's not a postcard. It's not fake. It's me. I just went, oh, and the white ginger was in bloom. So as we say, beauty is all around us. What I'm dealing with now, remember I started here, so I'm starting in the background of the tree. And then as I'm coming up to really emphasize that this is in the foreground, I am going to make a complete shape. And I'm going to make another complete shape here. This is going to pop this towards me. I can make this is not that huge a distance between this and this, but I can make the same kind of stroke, but a little bit larger. And I can even, okay, remember this is my 005. So just so we're not totally bored, because yours is much more interesting immediately. The lovely shadows you put underneath. Yeah, it's mine is very still, and yours is very active, very alive, very. I love it. I love it. Okay. I do more shadow on this side, on the bottom. I think that the ground, and then it's really going to anchor it. I think that's just my opinion. Wait, oh yeah,
As I get to it.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Sepia. I didn't lay out my pens. What do I want? Do I want to try a 3? Ah. Okay. Wait a minute. Where's my? I have a pouch of pens. I'm going. Wait a minute. Something's missing here because they're over here. Ta-da! Got them. So I've just gone up 1 pen point. Oh, this is almost time for it to say goodbye forever. It's a slight difference, but it is a difference. There is a difference happening. I'm going up to a 3. Now, what I think is also kind of fun and a little crazy looking is you can start building, you can see faces, you can see birds in the trees, you can see all kinds of things. And that's also a lot of fun I think it's a lot of fun to introduce. So I want this to be very still. I don't want this to be a particularly active piece. So that's why I'm using my vertical lines. Now look at Alpo's drawing and you're going to see the diagonal lines. They're very exciting. It's a very active, visually stimulating piece.
you have a still tree and mine is like
I'm busy growing. Mine is like, okay, I'm almost done. Okay, so you can look at the difference in line density. You can see it. Okay, I'm already up to a 3 I'm using here, and this is my double lot 5. So I can spend 15 hours on this drawing. Or as you can see, Alpo has spent how many minutes? 20 minutes? And boom, we have all this activity.
Yeah. that this mistake, what happened here, it actually looks like I could. Well, it's a quite tight spot, but sometimes I use, when I do mistakes, I create something out of it. For example, I could do a squirrel, like a black squirrel, but
I
it's
see
so
it.
tight, but
Yeah. Yeah.
going around the tree.
Okay, now you can see that anybody watching can see, obviously I'm starting at the bottom and moving up because I've set the crown is there now. The way we begin to really see what's going on, number one, you really do have to slow down. The internet, all of our computer literacy, television, if you watch TV, everything is telling us fast, fast, fast. Quick, quick, look at this. I need your attention now. We have 15-second adverts, 15 seconds, and they want you to see what they're offering. So our brain is, our children's, the next generation of brains, they're actually different than old brains, definitely different than mine.
Yeah.
Their power of observation, depending on the individual, can be amazingly quick. Also, we're really studying a lot of neurodiversity, and I don't think this modern age is particularly helpful to ADHD. Children and adults. I mean, there are a lot of ADHD, ADD, adults desperately trying to function in this crazy world. We have a lot of dyslexia. That is.
I think a lot of problems comes when people don't have focus. Their focus is all over the place, and
Yes.
Fast-paced digital world and the reality we are in, it messes the head, and we aren't able to focus on anything, and we are like everywhere. It's that's what causes all the problems, and we need to just slow down, calm down, and start to look what we want to create in our own life.
Well, this is also a form of control of other people. If you get them overstimulated, they can't think.
Yeah.
And if you can't think, and you have people who think for you, they have control over you. Pretty scary. So a saying I heard a long time ago, I don't even know who said it, but I used it with my students all the time. If you're not using your brain, someone else is. and I had them repeat it back to me. So that when because our frontal lobe doesn't develop for a long time, and in teenagers it's really undeveloped. So the reason I had them memorize that is for them to slow down and think rather than just working on impulse.
Yeah.
I really love kids. I really am fascinated. When we were teenagers, we were a different species than our adults around us.
Yeah.
And of course, we're criticized, we're yelled at, we're told we're
Not in my youth.
yes. In my day.
But like, I think the digital world is great on, like, when I didn't have a phone, a computer. When my last computer broke down, I didn't get anything. I didn't have any digital thing, and I was just making art by myself. But when I bought my first phone and iPad, I started to study social media. I was like, okay, what is this? What is this thing? Can I use it? How do you use it? What is this? And when I studied, I was amazed to find out that people can make millions of dollars, euros, money for themselves by playing a game. And I was like, wow, you can get rich by playing a game. Well, that's interesting. And then after that, I listened to some woman's interview as she told that she made her first million by selfies. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So we can do that easily a lot of money. It's not hard work necessarily, even though I love working, but yeah, it changed the way I look at things. Okay, this changes the game. So that was interesting, yeah.
Oh, yeah, indeed. I mean, the scary thing is the access to bad information or unhealthy information or damaging information. And again, the frontal lobe in teenagers is not developed and is very impressionable. It's very plastic and malleable. So when I was active with teenagers, when I was teaching them, I kept emphasizing you have to stop and think before you act. You have to stop. Is this a good thing? Is this really a good thing? And starting a dialogue, not just talking to them, but listening very carefully to them. It's like, okay, this is dangerous. And their parents weren't listening to them or didn't know how to listen to them. I can't say they didn't love them. The kids were afraid of their parents. The parents were terrified of their teenagers. Terrified. And I'm like, wow, okay. So when they would talk to me, they really, really just wanted an adult to listen to them. They wanted to be heard and to have a dialogue with someone older than them. So I
Yeah.
felt I felt very useful, and I also felt so responsible. It's like you got to be careful with this one. And some parents sent their kids to me, and I said, "Why are you sending your kids to me? I'm the art teacher." And they said, "You know, somebody recommended that you talk to my child." And I'm like, "I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor. No, 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 no. You got to help me." And I'm like, "Okay, let's lay some ground rules here." And I talked to this happened, three different teenage girls. Um, I had my typical art interview with them, and one of them, as soon as she left, I got on the phone with her mother and I said, "You get your kid into psychiatric help right now, or she's going to kill herself. She will be dead within a month. So hurry up." And scary stuff like that. I'm the art teacher, Alpo. And it's like, oh my God. So art opens us. Art is a safe place to express. Well, you've even talked about how angry you were at times.
Mm.
And what did you do? You did artwork.
Yeah. I channeled all the negative emotions into art. That's why I hope people understand it, that it's the safe way to heal yourself by creating something new.
Mm-hmm.
If you are down and you have a bad feeling and you just start to create something new, usually you are not that in that bad mood anymore.
It everything takes time, but I am so. I mean, you've helped me just by doing this, uh, because I stopped streaming for a while because of where I was, not head wise, but actually physically where I was. I didn't feel safe streaming. Um, I used my electronics minimally, where now I'm using it almost every day. We're either streaming or chatting or I'm observing. But when you're living in a war zone, you have to be extra careful, I
Mm.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I've done all these vertical lines, to me it's a wee bit boring. So I'm going to liven things up a wee bit.
Itse piirrettyjä, kyllä, kyllä. Yeah, and here you can see you have so much more detail on your picture. It looks, I don't know the English word, seesteinen. It looks peaceful and beautiful. And on the other hand, when you look at mine, it's like more like chaotic.
But yours looks more realistic. I mean, mine is going to take another 3 hours to look quote unquote realistic. The energy in yours is what makes it more interesting to me and more alive. Mine, this is this is placement right now. Okay. This is just working things out, and it's demonstrating structure. So the fun part is neither one is better than the other.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, that's how I look at it. Is uh, again, this is a repeat of an older conversation, which is, why do I like this? Why do I not like something? And to understand ourself a little better, it's to stop and pause and go, why do I why do I dislike this painting, or this piece of art, or why does this nude bother me? And I think it's as art is as important as meditation.
You said nude.
Uh-huh. A lot of people, no, a lot of people get upset when they look at a Rubens. Okay. Rubens did really curvy women. He did fat women. Okay. He painted like giant paintings of fat women. And
You,
it,
you know, but just what I was laughing because
uh,
you said why this nude bothers me.
uh-huh.
In my mind came a picture when I'm naked in the center of city and there's people and I'm naked. Why is this nude bother me?
Now now you have to do that painting, Alto. I want to see that painting. I can see you naked from the back looking at the city. I don't know if it would bother me. I think I would laugh very hard.
Yeah.
With joy, not with humiliation, but the laughter of, yeah.
Serene is the word I was looking for.
Ah,
Thank you, EP. Kiitos, EP.
I'm curious, does anybody ever comment on our conversations that you and I have?
I haven't seen.
I hope they're getting some fun out of it.
Well, it's a different when I stream by myself.
Of course.
Because yeah.
I mean, my live streams, we usually end up laughing. I have to have some laughter in my day. And I like it when everybody comes in with their sense of humor, and we can be joyful together.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really weird stuff going on right now, and I'm thinking, we have to laugh. We have to laugh. We have to be sane. Yes.
You know what's the weird part?
What?
Like now,
Mm.
usually many times when I do with a dipping pen,
Mm.
if I change the pencil
Mm.
like a micron, it
Mm.
feels like I'm doing some criminal act. Like
I would
it's
not.
a forbidden. You can't use this when you started to draw with this. Why? What are you doing?
Well, it's like putting handcuffs. Using this hard technical pen is like putting. Oh wait, you're over there, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to point. Yours is so free and so dancing. Okay, your dip pen danced over the page. It created a dancing drawing, and now you want to put handcuffs on it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's funny that it's just there, that it feels that if I'm changing the pen,
Mm.
it feels like wrong. What are you doing?
Hmm. I agree. I agree. I mean, I wouldn't. Uh,
And many times if I shift, like
mm,
if I start to continue drawing, like I want to create something here, and I
mm,
shift the pen,
mm.
afterwards I just got to go to the dipping pen again and draw it.
Uh-huh.
Draw it again. Yeah.
Well, but it's like, to me, this is an extreme example, but to me, it's like if I do a watercolor, I'm not going to change the oil paint.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there is, if someone asks what how you made it, maybe there is that I can say it's made of dipping pen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to explain. Oh, I was using dipping pen and then I used this fine marker.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be dipping pen picture. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yes.
There's EP commenting. Good humor. Let it rip. A lot of joy in this lives.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Ebe,
Epe is
um,
watching as she's doing. Is it the bread cheese? We have this leipäjuusto. I'm not sure what it is in English, but it's like a cheese, but it's baked, I think.
okay. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
Oh.
like thick baked cheese.
Oh.
I sometimes do like a taco where I put the cheese
Uh-huh.
and tomato, cucumber salad, and it gives this thick texture.
Mm. Getting used, okay, you know where I was raised, and it's primarily the influence is um, Asian. And so learning about, for me, it's exotic food, all of these different European ways of handling cheese and bread and vegetables. And I'm like, yes, yes,
Yeah.
sounds wonderful. I could definitely enjoy eating my way around the planet. I might be as big as a planet if I'm not careful, but joy.
Yeah, I loved when I traveled a lot of around the world.
Hmm.
I always loved to seek and uh, try out the culture, the food,
Hmm.
and
Experiencing the.
yeah, yeah, tasting all sorts of different things that I've never experienced. And if I had some friend with me, it was weird because they didn't want that. They
Ah,
usually wanted to go to McDonald's or something, and
no.
I was like, never. You go there, I go find food from some street or something. I'm not stepping foot in McDonald's. No way.
That's I don't know, sacrilegious.
Yeah.
That's how.
And
Yeah.
like I noticed when I was living in Thailand,
Mhm.
when I met Finnish people, there were a lot of people that came to Pattaya, stayed
Mhm.
for 2 or 3 weeks,
Mhm.
and they spent their time on a Finnish pub, a restaurant, and ate
No,
Finnish food.
no,
And I was
no.
like, why do you come to different country and you go to the Finnish place and eat the Finnish food? I don't mind, you do as you want to do, but it's weird for me because I want to experience the local things.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's
Oh
why
yeah.
it's weird. I don't understand why you go all the way to different country and you find where you can eat the same food as you eat back home.
No, I get so excited when I mean, some stuff I was very the word leery means um overly cautious or cautious and a little scared. There was some very strange stuff in Ukraine I was unfamiliar with, and at some point you have to, as we say, throw caution to the wind, which means go for it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it still took me some time to get used to how things were prepared and also how bland things could be. That there were only maybe two dishes uh, that were not even spicy, but hotter with some interesting flavor. And then you realize that, oh, they had horseradish and mustard. That's about it. Now you find more chili peppers and people doing wait, what's not hybrid, the cooking that involves different cultures. What's the word?
I don't
Not
know.
not crossover. It means blended,
Yeah.
but like hybrid cuisine. I know that's not the right word. Somebody out there tell me what the word is. I'm having a senior moment. I can't remember words sometimes. I don't think it has anything to do with age. I think it just brain overload, you know. But
Yeah, I don't think it's
fusion,
age because when I
fusion cuisine.
when I was 20 years old,
Ah,
I was with my friends and my girlfriend uh, started walking away,
ah.
and I had something to tell her, and I was like, and I went to my friends. What's my girlfriend's name? They started to laugh. You don't remember your girlfriend's name? No. What is it?
Oh my
Sometimes you forget things.
gosh. Hey, you doesn't bode well. The person you're having sex with. Hey, you. I just forgot your name. Oh my gosh, that's a wonderful story.
I never dared to tell her. I was scared.
Smart man, smart man. Ah, what a great way to start off my. This is still morning for me, you know, but this is great. Oh, I'm still laughing about it. Oh, I went to my first pottery class in, I guess, 5 weeks. My teacher had broken her arm and had to recuperate. So last night was the first night in weeks. And I was only familiar with one student. It was another student I wasn't familiar with. But oh my gosh, we laughed so hard about so many things. I think part of it was like catching up. And then, of course, the absurdity happening in the world. And I love that as a group, there's something about being with your own gender, like just only being with women. Our humor changes.
Yeah.
And it really was absolutely delightful to laugh so hard that tears appear from our bodies reacting to so much humor. And I hope everyone out there has people they can laugh with, that they can tickle each other's humor. Yeah,
Yeah.
very important. And it's amazing how much clay work one can get done in 3 hours if one really focuses. Like, oh. So I got 3 baby dragons sculpted last night.
Oh, baby dragons.
Little ones. They're so cute.
A question.
Yes.
How many times do you have a recommendation to do like the shadowing when you
I don't understand
go like
hatching and cross hatching.
hatching. Now
Yeah.
there's 2 layers.
Yeah. It depends on what I'm doing and how dark I want to go. Um, uh, Let me hold on. It's got to be here. It's got to be here. Perfect. I found it. Okay. This is Bubbles. Bubbles, the frogfish. Okay.
Yeah.
And I did Bubbles on my live stream. So I can say that there are probably eight layers here. Because when I'm doing something like Bubbles, this is without an intent. First, I just start cross hatching, just randomly, random, all over, tuk, 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 light, dark. And then suddenly something appears, something will show up. And I saw a fish. And then I realized, oh, okay. It looks like, and I couldn't remember the name of the fish. It is the type of fish it is. It's a frogfish that actually has legs and they walk on the bottom of the ocean. And so this took on and off. This took 3 streams to do because I'm always talking with people, and when I'm talking, I can't draw. And then I decided to develop the background. So you can see the difference in the strokes between this I wanted further away and then this I wanted more detailed and up close. So this might have 8 layers. And then it depends on, do I want to change pens For these kind of drawings, I don't usually change pens.
So
This stays.
with this
1, 2, 3, 4.
and then do you just go on
I
same
go
same
against.
directions
No,
or different?
I go as many degrees as possible to
Yeah,
darken
yeah,
this.
yeah,
It won't be again, it won't be this. It will just be with a different degree of
yeah,
crossing
yeah,
to get to something this dark, because that's quite dark.
yeah.
I hope that answered the question.
Yep. Thank you.
And I like bubbles. Somebody named him. I say, okay, what's the name of this thing? I Instead of bubbles, bobbles. So very cute. And again, that cross hatching, the more lines we do, the more it disappears. So, here I also did the rubbing, yes, and then I went in with the cross hatching because I like the texture of the cross hatching. So
Yeah,
in the roses now, of course, we wanted to keep that contour, the surface, and I kept going in the same direction, so that didn't change. But the background, it went in multiple directions. So right now I've gone vertically. I haven't done anything horizontally. My shading has all been done diagonally. Nothing horizontal. I don't want to use horizontals on this because I don't want it to stop. I want it to keep moving, even though it's very subtle.
yeah. So it's good to give some thought to the line direction.
And honestly, after you do 50 of these drawings, it's subconscious. So people don't have to spend any more than 20 minutes a day if you want to draw. You're busy. You have phone calls. You have business. You have children screaming at you. You have a husband or a wife screaming at you. But instead of scrolling, go ahead and put on an audiobook or some music. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 10 minutes. Play.
Now people are getting more fights at home. I listened to these artists. They told me to just draw, and I tried to draw, but my wife got even angrier.
Oh, then you can do, honey, sit down, let me draw you. And you sit down across from me and I'll draw you.
Yeah, that would be fun if couples draw each other.
Yes. There have been some clips, and they're just roaring with laughter at each other when they see one, especially if they can't draw.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot to be said for humor. Okay, now
But it might help couples to understand each other.
I think so.
Because what you draw or paint from the other person, it might show some that you cannot say. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Either that or lead to divorce. Okay, so I've changed. I'm using my super wide pen here because I'm going to catch the shadow right here. Okay, and I'm going to save myself some time, and I also want the brushstroke, and I also want the heaviness of the shadow. So I'm just going to come in with my darker pen. And I can even, if I wanted to, I could take it further and really emphasize the dark, because right now there's nothing interesting happening in the background. So I will resolve this at some point in time. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I have to leave early today because I'm going to go to the museum. They're
Yay.
buzzers. We have to meet people. So this is mwah, kiss to everybody. Love you, Alpo. Mwah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Okei. Kiitos kaikille. Jatketaan ensi viikolla. Ja mukavaa viikonloppua. Moi moi.